This is Andy Purewal for Boxing Social, and I'm delighted to be joined by Sonny Edwards. Sonny, we've just saw you defeat Junior Granados over points. Just talk me through your performance and the fight itself.
Well, obviously the standout thing in that fight was obviously me getting put down in the second. That was the first time I've ever touched the canvas, fighting, training, sparring, anything. Do you know what I mean? And obviously it was a bit of a wake up. I think after that first round, it felt easy. Do you know what I mean? It's like he came out and didn't really do anything in that first round. I was just hitting him with everything. And even though Grant said after the first round, don't get greedy, I was starting to let three, four punch combinations go, and then I think I hit like a sort of jab, and then I sort of shied away a bit, and then the right hand came over the top that I didn't really see, and yeah, it put me down. I think more hurt was my ankle. I mean, I rolled over my ankle, and it's still killing now. When I first got up, I couldn't really put my weight on it, but adrenaline kicks in, and you get through it. I sat down as well for the first time in my whole career, which was at the end of the third round, not the one I got put down, because I was alright for that one. But yeah, I thought, do you know what, let me see if getting my ankle, resting my ankle in between the rounds was better. But it wasn't. When I stood up, it hurt more. So that's why I stood up for the rest of the fight.
What was going through your mind when you was put down, in the sense of, you've just mentioned that it's the first time you sat down in your corner? Was there a part of you which was maybe thinking, I might need to stop here because your ankle would give way eventually?
I'd been hopping around on one foot before I gave up, and that is the God's honest truth. We don't quit, you know what I mean? But, like, it's not that, I was going to say it's not that bad. It really hurts now. I still got my weight on it now, but nah, we don't quit. I don't look for a way out. I feel like I'm destined for top things. Maybe not right now, but I'm heading towards that way. And Granados is a very tough man. Do you know what I mean? He's stopped 9. He puts down most of the kids he fights. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I'm the perfectionist where, for me, that's not good enough. I shouldn't be getting put down. It's not like it was that one shot, like my trainer said. It was that one shot, and that was to just switch off, being confident in the first round, thinking, nah, you know what, he's not going to get. It's my little young arrogance. But yeah, like normally, like in sparring, I don't get caught with those shots. In my last fight, I didn't get caught with those shots, but I think because of how easy the first was, I just thought, do you know what, because he didn't really throw anything, and then when he did, he caught me. But after that, I didn't let him land anything clean like that. When I wanted to just when I was sort of fed up and moving around and just hitting him, I would, you know what I mean, I'd take a single shot and then smother him up. At times I was throwing with him, but I didn't really need to. I didn't really need to risk it because I felt I won every other round apart from that. Even two of the judges gave that round 10-9. So they had me still winning the round, just a knockdown. So let me take the positives from it. The scorecards were still very wide. I mean, I think the closest was 97-92, I think. The other ones were like 99-91, 98-92 or something like that. So.
Is that, for you then, maybe the biggest joy that you'll get from the fight, in the sense of you've shown that you know what can happen, you've had a little wake-up call, and you know what to expect maybe in the future if it was ever to happen again?
Oh, if I keep boxing like that, it probably will keep happening again. Like, I can't leave my chin in the air like that. Even though he didn't hit my chin, he hit me around the side of the head. So really, the ref should have been like, do you know what I mean? Get up. And obviously, I put him down. Nah, no joking. He slipped. But I thought I was going to get a cheeky 10-8 round then, because who's the one that's doing the counting? He started counting. I was like, oh, I got away with that one. But nah, I've been in with world champions sparring. Obviously, sparring's different. And I've been with some tough fights, like Christian Navarez. He's a very tough man, similar but a lot less offensive than Granados is. He was trying to take my head off, and if not, take my body out. Do you know what I mean? So I still enjoyed it, and I think I still was sort of having a little smile in my face. But 2 10-round fights, sort of, apart from 2.5 weeks of sort of doing things that boxers do outside the ring, do you know what I mean? Eating too much food and like going out partying and that, when I weren't expecting to fight until March. So I thought, do you know what I mean, I can have a few weeks here. I took that fight at 4.5 weeks' notice. I had my baby born 10 days ago. And I didn't get to spar until the week before, where I did 3 spars in 4 days. So it wasn't the ideal camp, but we don't make excuses. And if that went horribly tits up, I wouldn't have been there crying and thinking, oh, well, I took the fight, because that's irrelevant. I took the fight, I got in, I took the chance, you know what I mean? But it would probably give me the confidence of the fact that I know things weren't 100%, but I got up, I got back into my boxing. I think even as soon as I got up, I think my stance and everything was straight up, so I felt I was cool. Do you know what I mean? I think it's one of those things.
Now, talk to me about 2019. What's your plans? What are you looking at? Have you spoken to Frank, prior to tonight?
Really, I let my management team do my paths. Obviously, I'm very ambitious, very young, and I don't think I'm really that naive for my age, but obviously I don't know the pro game inside out, but I'm trying to learn all the time. I want the British title, I want to fight domestically. I've made no secret in that. There's good domestic fights out there. Domestically, I'll still fight a super flyweight if there's no options at flyweight, which doesn't look like there is for a while. But if I'm fighting against world level fighters and fringe, I think you can arguably say Granados is not world level by any means, but he's a good measuring stick. I think after Conlon got past him, he fought for a world title in like 2 fights after that or something along those lines. He beat Alison Pacites, who then went on to draw with Donny Mietz for the world version of this title at super flyweight. So he shows how tough, and he's just come off a win against a 16-0 kid with a draw, a Mexican kid, Rocky Mex. So it shows that he's a good fighter. Maybe his record didn't do him justice. Most of his losses come early on, but yeah, and he, like I said, he just come off a 12-round knockout in about I think 7 weeks ago, just like my fight, a very similar time. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I think I showed a lot. I showed that I can actually get in deep waters and sort of come out swimming, which for a lot of young prospects, 22, that shot puts them down, their head falls off their shoulders, and then it's a really torrential time. And I think I weathered. There wasn't really a storm to weather because it woke me up. Because if it was a heavier shot, it might have done a lot more damage. But obviously it was a big clean shot. But I still pulled away from it a little bit, and I sort of just my legs went underneath me, and then he got me. And then after that, I sort of had a little look on my face, a little smile, and then thought, yeah, let's get back to work.
And finally, I know we spoke about a bit in length the other day, Patti Barnes. Do you think at some point next year that fight may happen? No.
Realistically, it probably never will happen, unless I win a world title. He said that. It's obviously the ball's always in his court. I've said I want to fight. I think I've beaten now 2 better fighters than he's ever beaten in his pro career, maybe even 3, you could say, if you add Christian Navarez. But he said that he wants a tough Mexican in April. That's what he said. Go and fight Granados then. I bet he won't. I bet he won't.
Well, Sonny, thank you for speaking to Boxing Social, and congratulations on another victory.
Thank you.